Howdy folks, welcome back to BeamNG.drive with some RLS Career Overhaul mod. We're on our hardcore series, and some stuff has happened since the last episode. I actually did a live stream. If you missed that, you can find that in the live section on the channel. Just went out and was doing jobs, making money, having fun. So we're doing pretty well. It says I have $0, but that's because I've got everything in my savings account. You can see we're up to almost 80 grand. So we've got enough to buy the garage. So that's the plan today, to get the garage built. Sorry, bought, not built. Be cool if we could build it though. But if we take a look at Market Watch. Oh man, I missed the dip. It's back up again. I waited to record. I should have not waited. There was a dip there. It was perfect time to buy. But anyway, we'll keep an eye on the market. We'll see how it goes, but I'm getting ready to do a delivery here. And then I'll probably go do a hazardous liquid transport. It's always good money. Ooh, manual transmission. Also, I got a good tip on the live stream for how to avoid the synchronizer damage that I always do. Basically, I just need to hold down the gear shift button a little longer. Let the clutch get some more time. And that avoids that, so appreciate the tips. So we're just going to run over to northern Belasco. Woo! Do our usual fine job of driving. Make a little more cash. We're getting some better car jockey stuff as we level up. I had one that made a little over $1,500 just for dropping off a car. That was pretty cool. 200 BX. I'm not sure power-wise how this car is. Seems pretty decent. I forget the on-ramps are always 40. Going a little fast. Let's see, we're going to Alaska, so we're going to take a left up here. So no need to get too fast. Also, another tip I had on the live stream is how to change the time of day. I never even noticed it's on the radial menu. So I set it to a little more kind of late afternoon, just for some different lighting. Oops. Forgot to let off the gas. Ooh, we got 5 speeds. Look at us go. Yep, 5 is the top. I've been doing a lot of car jockey, and the electric vehicles are a lot of fun. Can't hardly talk today. Trying to record this real quick on a break from work. Brain is all over the place. Focused on the work and stuff. Try to get some gaming in while I can. I'm actually recording this on a Tuesday. Should be out Saturday if you're watching it upon release. I did turn the volume up a little bit, go into the recording PC, but I'll also turn it up in post. I know it's pretty quiet for some reason. And chat said on the stream that it's also quiet on Windows, so it's not just a Linux thing. You know, I'm kind of tired of waiting. Coming through. Alright, no cop, no stop. Yeah, that stinks. The housing market was down. I was like, yeah, it's perfect time. We'd record an episode. We'll go buy the garage. It'd be interesting to see how much it's went up. It was down around, I think, 73 something. Basically 74 if you round up. So if you did miss the live stream, I had a lot of fun. We did a lot of jobs. I also went over to the other map called The Gap. It's basically a mountain map where you have a town on each side of the map, and then there's a big, long, winding mountain road between the two. It was a lot of fun. And there is a cheap garage over there. It's like Uncle's hideout or something like that. It's a trailer, one slot. It's only $45K. So I was contemplating that, but I don't think it makes sense because that map, there's not a whole lot to do, especially if you don't have your own vehicle. So I would like to get a property there at some point, but I don't think it makes sense as the first one. Because I'd have to, like, I'll be doing a lot of repairs on this map. I think this will be our main map because it's got all the different kinds of jobs. It's just kind of more better. But we're going to start with the Chinatown. It should be somewhere around 75,000. Alright, let's see if we can get our perfect parking perk. Say that 3 times fast. Somewhere around there, maybe a little more. See if we nailed it. There we go. $666.80. Very nice. All right, where are we from Chinatown? We should be fairly close. Close-ish. So it's tucked back in. Remember, is it back in here? Oh, facilities. There it is. Yeah, so it's just up the street. Set a marker for that just so it's easier to find. Let's get out of the street. Ooh, housing is falling again. All right, let's head up to the garage. Run! See if we can nab it real quick. And then at first I thought I didn't want to go for a Joe's Junk. But the more I thought about it, like, that might be kind of fun if we could find the right vehicle. So we'll see. We'll see what all is available. We have to get a garage, first of all, to even buy a car. You have to have somewhere to send it. So I'm pretty excited to finally get a garage. All right. Lay it on me. Oh, yeah. 73,557. Nice. Oh, yeah. I need to take it out of... I need to take my money out of the bank. Savings. Withdraw. 79,592.51. Doink. There we go. All right, we got 80 grand to play with. Let's grab this before the market changes. Oh man, look at that! Just that quick. It's already back up like 3 grand. Can we make an offer? Man, that market is fickle. It still says it's falling. Why is it suddenly 3 grand more? There's back down a little bit. Let's try it. Let's try making an offer. We got closing costs and stuff on top of that. So, ooh, they're actually not very patient. That's market value. Let's offer a grand less. Let's offer them 72 and see how mad they get. Typing. They didn't get that mad. 73 grand. Let's do it. All right, 76,000 total. Buy at negotiated price. Price freeze? I'm not sure what that's all about. Yes, buy. Welcome to your new garage. Holy crap, we have a garage. Look at that. Driver's abstract. What's that? Oh. Okay. Neat. Also, I don't know what are the car meets? Mountain meet, showcase. I don't really know that much about car meets. Somebody said that's a good place to buy vehicles. Let's see if that's in the guide. The phone is super handy now. Get started. Vehicles, buying and selling. New parts, garages and houses. XCB. Where is the car meet? I'm switching quick travel. Car meets, here it is. 10 showcase and street cruise events across the map. Earn reputation based on attendance and participation. AI vehicles spawn at meets, and some include cruise routes to follow. Okay. Doesn't sound like you can buy stuff there, but not sure. Well, let's check out the market. Now that we have a garage, I believe we can look at all the markets, which you can't do until you have a garage, as far as I know. Let's take a look and see private, what we got going. Yeah, Joe's Junk Career. What is even that? That's a square wheel. Okay. So I don't have enough, obviously, to buy a working car. We need to do a little more, but we could start with something like this and do like some taxi and Uber Eats and stuff like that to build up. So if we keep going to trucks, we're probably, yeah, we're looking into at least 20 grand. Ooh, that would be a good moneymaker right there. Yeah, we're looking pretty expensive. So I have a garage now, but I don't know that I really want to buy a Joe's Junk. I don't see anything in here that looks drivable necessarily. So if we go back, vehicle marketplace. So if we took a look at Quarry side, you know, they've got some decent stuff. I don't know how we go back one level. It's always a mystery to me. I always have to do this. Who else has discounted cars? Let's look at Trusted. They've got some Joe's Junk. I mean, that could be a moneymaker. You know, does it run? Can we make it run for a couple grand? Uh, 150C front wheel drive. It's got a lot of miles. Can I just purchase it from here? No, I probably want to. I want to take a taxi. They've got that. They've got some other cars that look maybe somewhat drivable. Grand Marshal Bouncy. Nice. Let's take a taxi. I think that just teleports me there. It's nice. You don't have to rely on the broken taxi system. She's a little rough. Tires are a little low. It does have an engine, so there is that. Thinking we go for it. This could be a decent moneymaker. It's already got some seats out, so we could take the other seats out, throw some cargo in there. Can we test drive it? I don't remember how this works. Also, a lot's changed since I last played. See purchase information. Test drive. Yeah, there. You will be charged 50% of repair costs for any damaged costs. Well, let's just see if it, like, moves. Does it move? Does it start? Oh, yeah. It moves. Does it stop? Oh, yeah. It's got good brakes. It just died. She's a little rough. And it likes to die a lot. What? Did I accidentally stage somewhere? Oh no, that was the end of the test drive. Got it. I mean, it could be fun to try to fix this up, and it would be a decent moneymaker. I think I'm going to go for it. We can always go do, you know, the loaner stuff and make money. We'll just keep this in the garage. Choose insurance. We want the... Yeah, we'll do this one. Select that option. Let's negotiate, because they're asking over market value. Market value is 6. Let's offer them like... Oh, I did the wrong button. I was like, what happened? What happened is you pushed the wrong button. Let's offer them 1,200 bucks. And we'll see what happens. Oh, he's coming down to 1,500 and he's not too happy, but that's below market. So that's 3,500 out the door. That leaves us a tiny, tiny little bit of money. Let's do it. All right. We have a vehicle. Such as it were. Oh boy. Well, step one, let's see if we can get it to home base. So we want to go over to Chinatown. I'm starting to get a little more familiar with the map, but I still need help sometimes. Oops. Got a full tank of gas. Does it shift out at first? Not so much. It does drive. Got brake lights even. Oh, I need to get a screenshot of this. This is glorious. Second gear. Yeah, I don't think it's shifting out of first gear. At least not yet. Alright, we'll limp it home. Need to check the fluids and do all that stuff. I don't think you can do that except at the garage. Or maybe a tuning tent. She kind of wants to die. Go on, traffic. Smoking a little bit. That's probably not good. It looks like the lower A arm fell off. Oh, brother. Are you kidding me? I got suckered. Yeah, it's not steering anymore. Something happened. All right, well, let's see if I have enough money for a tow. Tow to China. Oh, it doesn't cost me anything? That may be my free tow from the insurance. Okay, well, good news is we have a car. Bad news is we have a car. And when I say car, I mean the generic term. It's obviously a minivan. All right, let's do this. And then if I do maintenance, let's take a look at what we got here. We'll just check all the things. And I'll be back when it's checked. Well, all in all, the fluids aren't so bad so far. The coolant's a little low, so we'll go ahead and fill that. Oil level, yeah, I mean, it's a little low. I may end up... Actually, I should have waited on that. It's only $10 though, so... we need to see what kind of shape the engine's in. We definitely need some front end work, since it literally fell apart on the highway. We'll see what the ignition and / injectors is looking like here in 19 seconds. Coolant quality's not bad. Kind of surprising. I'm not 100% sure how to fix things piece by piece. We'll have to figure that out. I've not done a lot of that. I've done like upgrades and stuff. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, so let's go into, would it be, well, if we just do repair. Oh, I could use my insurance claim. Driver score get lowered a little bit. Premium. Yeah, I don't know. I may save that for when an NPC or police inevitably rams me into oblivion. Let's go into part customization. Does this tell me what's broken? Thinking probably not. Front suspension. Oh, so it's literally junk parts. Ew. Okay. So we got those. What's it considering? Like something obviously fell off. It looked like the lower A arm, but I don't see that. I don't know how this works. Front suspension. Is that all just considered part of the subframe? So it looks like it's kind of sitting normally now. Definitely was not normal earlier. So if I click that... It takes almost all my money, but that should, in theory, fix the front suspension, I think? Or I really don't want to burn my insurance, because I know we're going to get hit. That's inevitable. Let's do that. And then if I go back to... How do I go back? That backs me all... No, it doesn't back me all the way out. Okay, good. So I'm going to go back to cargo parts. Cargo box slots. Woo! Cargo box slots. And now I'm out of money. That's not going to work. Undo. There we go. I can take a little bit of cargo. Or alternatively, Could I do taxi rides in here? All parts. Seat. Second row seats. Loose second row bench seat. Wait, what? Yeah, now I can do taxi. If people are brave enough to get in this thing. Alright, let's do it. We're almost out of money. Alright, can this drive and not fall apart now? Possibly. See if it behaves any better. I know it's still going to run like crap. Still smoking. We turn a corner without the front end falling apart? That's the big test. Yeah, I can't do any taxi work, so I'll get this transmission replaced. Looks like it might not be falling apart in the front end now. Okay, we're gonna have to go do some other jobs, get some money to continue fixing this up. But hey, we have a running driving vehicle. I don't think it's quite ready to do jobs yet, but it's a running driving vehicle. So there's that. It's more than we had a few minutes ago. It's so slow, I don't even want to drive it. Somewhere to get stuff. So if we do... Oh, yeah, my vehicles. I'll put in storage. There we go. We'll just stick that in the garage. And then I'm going to run down. And it's back to car jockey time. So let me do some running, and I'll see you in a bit. Here we go. Heading over to the suburbs. Somewhat close to the quarry. Alright, let's drive a car that actually works. Ooh, this thing's got some ripping and tearing stuff on it. Ooh. She got some giddy up and go to her. Very angry leaf blower. Whoops. How'd he see me through the hill? I call shenanigans. Oh, crap. I call brake fade. A little bit of damage. You see me go in here? Yeah, I tore up the whole front end. Whoops! Alright, we got away. Oh, freeze! Does an autosave or what happened there? She got some boost. Okay, resume our normal delivery. It's got quite a delay. I don't know if it's waiting for the turbo to spin up or what's going on there. Do-do-do-do. Nothing going on here. Oh, hey, cop. How's it going? I'm going to get in so much trouble. Give you a little bit of power and end up getting lots of trouble. Oops, 30 in here. Just tooling along. Nothing going on here. I'm going to take a penalty for this damage, unfortunately. I was not very careful. I've been pretty careful overall. Looks like something my brother-in-law would drive. I don't know if he'll ever watch this video, but if he does, you know it's true. No damage, $33. Okay, I'll take it. That works for me. There was definitely damage. But I'm not going to argue the point. Well, that's further from the quarry than I was anticipating. I don't think there's really much at lens flare. Probably I'll just head over to Shuffleboard and we can do a hazardous liquids haul. So I got some more running in my future. Well, you could try the taxi. The taxi for me has been really hit or miss. And most often it's miss. It just doesn't work. We'll give it a try though. Taxi. Call a taxi. Okay, it spawned in. May actually work since I'm on kind of a city street. They get stuck a lot or they just don't ever show up. Alright, we're in the taxi. He's driving. I'll see you over there at Shuffleboard. Hopefully, if I survive this taxi trip. Casually driving through that guy's front yard. Okay. So the taxi drive is going great, as you can see. Typical BeamNG. NPC's had a boo-boo, and here we sit. So, I don't know if they'll eventually sort themselves out. This is the new thing, though. The cars sit here and wiggle their front wheels. So, there's not much I can do other than get out of the taxi, and then it will drive off. Typically is what happens. I don't know if I can hop out and hop back in fast enough. He's not going to take off because he can't go. Could I possibly push this guy out of the way? Enough that my taxi will go? I want my taxi to take off without me. Come on, physics glitch. Okay, I don't think it's pushing much. I'm gonna get back in my taxi. Oh, nope. Yay, we did it! Alright, we continue on. See you in a bit. This is a great example of why I don't do timed deliveries. Because the AI will just sit there at a stop sign for 30 seconds for no reason. Now we're moving again. So we're almost there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rent a fifth wheel truck and the short trailer. Or not rent it, but borrow it. Loaner vehicle. And then we're going to go do the hazardous liquid haul. Now, don't make the mistake like I did of getting a truck from somewhere else and a trailer from here, because it will charge you the 80% cut twice because they're different companies. I ran into that. Lost about $4,500. It cost me $4,500 to do the job. I did submit a bug report for that, so hopefully they'll get it fixed. Anywho, let's do loaner vehicles. So I got a T-Series from Hot Rolled, and I came over here because it had more power, and I came over here and got the trailer. And yeah, don't do that. That no worky. But if you get them from both from the same place, it works fine. I've done this several times. So we'll grab the truck, hook onto the trailer, we'll head out to the quarry. And I usually fill up there, and then if I have additional room, you can stop at Hot Rolled and Seal Brick and pick up more. Then take it across the island to the pier. Come on. There you go. Good old high mileage loaner truck. Once the camera shifts, you know the kingpin's locked in, and it automatically raises the landing gear for you. So this is really good for rep. You don't necessarily make a ton of money, but it's decent money overall. Click my mouse. There we go. The mouse cursor sometimes disappears. But this is really good for leveling up the rep. Oh, shoot. I did not see you coming there, Speed Racer. Should have turned my camera. Yeah, this truck's not doing too bad. Of course, we are empty trailer right now. I have done this enough I can find my way over to the quarry without the route guidance. He said shortly before becoming hopelessly lost. It's all good. I know how to get over there. This corner can be a little tricky. So they're often stopped down at the bottom of the hill for no reason. Yep, they'll just stop right here. I don't know why. Is that turn junction there for Jefferson, or what? We're gonna risk it for a biscuit. So if I take a right here, you can go into Seal Brick. You can get hazardous fluid there. But like I said, I usually go out to the quarry, take all they have, and then if there's any extra room, I'll stop by Seal Brick and/or Hot Rolled to top it off and take a full tank across. Sometimes you can make about $4 grand. And that's with the 80% cut. So if I had my own truck and trailer, I'd be making some bank. I'm going to go around this guy because I don't want to slow down. Oh yeah, this one will do 60. Usually they top out about 55. This truck's in a little better shape than they are sometimes. Come on, car. Gonna turn green by the time I get there. Nope. Oh, right as I went through. All right, almost to the quarry. So what I'd really like to get as kind of my first real vehicle, like the van is just a means to an end. It's a moneymaker, hopefully. Once we put a little money into fixing it up. I want to get a D series, either like a 25 or 35, with a gooseneck hitch and a bumper hitch. We can do trailer hauls. Make some money that way. That is the plan. But that's a ways off. I gotta get the van fixed. We can start leveling up our Uber Eats and our taxi. And then for another 60 some grand, I can get the Chinatown extension, which gives me another slot. Right now I just have the one slot with Chinatown. So a little bit limited. So we go to materials delivery and hazardous fluid. We'll take all you got. We got, not, but almost, yeah, almost half a tank. Let's see what I'm doing here. So we'll load that up and then we'll head over to Steel Brick and see what they got. I believe this slowly fills up over time. It hasn't been that long since I did this haul. There's not a ton here. Sometimes it'll be almost a trailer load. I did actually fire this up and let it run overnight and just accumulate interest. I was making about 300 bucks every half an hour. So I made a few grand overnight, not tons of money. But every little bit helps. Raise that camera a little bit so I can tell what the cab's doing. Helps me drive. I did that much though, just a touch. We're not going to beat them. Sorry, dark car. I saw an opportunity and I took it. Get some good speed on this on-ramp. Yeah, this one might do 65. This truck's running good. Woo! Ooh, 70 even. Look at that. Actually hit the speed limit. Kind of all over the road, but that's just because I'm driving. I need to start slowing down because we got Steel Brick coming up here on the left. We do have a full tanker trailer. Got to remember that. Is that cop going to care that I go across here? Let him get away. Almost a little bit. Hopefully he won't care too much. So I just need to go right here. All right. Materials delivery. Hazardous fluid. Cool, we got almost a full load. Guess I should have stopped at the hot rolled. You're not supposed to go this way, but it's shorter. The speed can be very deceptive when you have a full tanker trailer. Nearly full. There's a lot of momentum. I almost misjudged that. All right, we'll load that up, and then we need to heal? No, we need to head down to hot rolled. I would like to take a full trailer load across. I can't see what I'm doing, but yeah, we're good. Actually, I don't think I can exit. Can I exit to get to hot rolled? Get back on the highway? No, I don't think I can because it's got an underpass here. Yeah, I should have went the other direction. She went up the hill and then left. Come on, truck. Gotta go just a little more liquid on you, and we'll make the run across to the refinery. Not us, they're after somebody else. And this is a real struggle bus moment. Oh. Found it best to just put it in first and crawl up. Otherwise, the automatic transmission is always hunting for a gear. You can also take the dirt road down there at the bottom of the hill. So it's just a little windy. So this has about twice as much boost as the truck usually has. It usually has about 7.5 pounds. This is pushing 15.5. This was a good loaner. Watch that liquid on the corners. Yeah, we usually have this much boost. Hopefully they have enough we can get the tank filled up. Make a decent haul. See what they got. Alright, let me get loaded up and we'll head across. Alright, there we go. We got a full trailer now. Let's head on over to the refinery. Slowly but surely. I'll give us a little more money, and then I'll look into what's it going to cost to get that engine and transmission fixed in the car, or the, keep calling it a car, in the van. It's not a truck, so it's a car. Now I'm going to make my way over to the refinery. I think this is the way to go. Try it without routing. Oh boy. who I usually choose first gear. It's not hunting all the time. I want to go down this hill instead of the other one. Oh, it keeps playing the airbag sound. And we got a red light, and that looks like an undercover cop. All right, we'll see if we can pull the... Oh, no, we don't have to go up the big hill going this way, do we? As if we were over in the downtown area. This should be fine. We just have to make it around the corner and then cross the bridge. I like to keep my momentum if I can. That can be a challenge with all the stoplights. He's not after us. I think the guy running from the cops just hit me. Yeah. You the guy running from the cops? So we can get out of here before we get rammed by the police. I don't think they're after me because my thing's not flashing. Green. Go, go, go. It's turning yellow. That's not good. Coming through. Oh, bounce off the concrete. Oh, it's red. That's a bummer. Lost all that momentum. And this bridge is like a slow uphill climb. Switch to the cab view. The bridge interferes with the camera quite a bit. Can we make 20 miles an hour? Oh yeah, there we go. 20 miles an hour. We're flying. Yeah, camera's not too bad. Do that so I can kind of tell which way the cab's pointed. 26. Woohoo! About the time you get over the hump, start picking up some speed, you got to slow back down. There's a little short section of 40 mile an hour up here. And we head into the downhill. It can get a little dicey. There we go. We made it. Let's see what the damage was that popped up. Alright, we'll see what the profit is. Hopefully we made some money. Usually around 3 or 4 grand for a full load. Parking can be a little tricky. It seems to count the truck and the trailer as one entity sometimes. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I've parked the truck dead in here, but I think the trailer throws it off. Let's try that. That's about centered. Back up just a touch. And confirm selection. And we got good. Only 2,600, so the prices are down a little bit. Tons of XP though. Almost to level 25, and that means we'll be able to pull some of the fifth wheel trailers, I think. For trailer deliveries. I believe at 25. You know, normally I would grab some water and go back. Is it worth it? Maybe. Just for the XP, if nothing else. I want to drive back anyway, I think. Unless the taxi ride is free. Maybe I'll check that. The cop right there, so I guess we'll stop for the red light. Ashley, what are you doing? Oh no, you go. I mean, I've got the right of way, but you just sit there like a dumbass. Sometimes this AI is too realistic. There you go. Slam into each other. Okay, you know what, guys? This is against the law, but I'm tired of waiting. You give me a ticket, I'll be right over here. I think he took pity on this poor trucker. Alright, so we can do water, like, basically anywhere. So we'll grab, I can get almost a full load of water. Close enough. We just got to go up the hill to load. He's finally had enough. He's going to arrest somebody. Oh, it just despawned. Immersion ruined. So we go up the hill, we load up here. I'm going to run across to deliver this water. That's not going to be terribly exciting. And you just watched me drive a truck for a while. So put a brake in here and I'll see you back over at the garage. We'll take a look at the van and kind of get an idea what it's going to cost to get that engine and or transmission fixed. I'll see you in a bit. Well, that didn't quite go to plan. I was just pulling out of the refinery with a full load of water and the game froze. So I loaded back in. It loaded me in at the ferry. And let's pull up the And I do have $3,600. So yeah, it looks like we still have our payment. I think from taking that across. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can. We get a free taxi again. Career actions, taxi. No, I only get the one. I guess I got the one free. I got the one free ride. I don't think there's anything over here. As far as loaner vehicles, I'm not quite high enough. I think if I was, I don't know if it's 25, 35, or 45. So I'm going to try taking a taxi, and that's just, yeah, that's just something you have to deal with when you're doing this. I have no idea what that's going to cost me. Actually, can I retrieve that hunk of junk and drive it? It might take forever, though. Now, let's leave it in the garage. Tell you what, I'm going to take a taxi, and I'll meet you back over at the garage, and we'll take a look and see what it might take to get the van going a little better than it's going right now. Sometimes I really hate BeamNG. Taxi, I forgot the taxi doesn't work over here on the island for whatever reason. Then I got stuck behind this fence trying to get up this hill, but the hill's too steep. I can't run. So I'm going to walk back over. It's going to take a little while. And now I'm stuck. Great. Nope. Oh, come on. Freedom! Freedom! Yeah, I was trying to get up this hill, but I can't get up that hill, so... there's a good reason that my sprinting skill is up. If we look at... The only skills I have is in logistics. Real close to getting the 25. And then, what's the other one called? Stamina skill. I'm a level 9. I've had to do a lot of running around. Mostly because of the taxi not working. So I thought maybe it was a fluke last time but yeah, the taxi just never appears over here. Maybe it's a known thing. I don't know. I've done this before. It takes about 5 minutes or so to get to my garage. Probably take another 3 or 4 minutes. So I'm going to do some hoofing it. Got my sneakers on, and I'll see you in a little bit. Fun. Literally unplayable. Train tracks don't match up. I swear the taxi system used to work much better. It's been about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes trying to get to my garage. Good times. Garage is right up that hill. Looks like he's taking this way around. I'm guessing he's going to drop me off in the alleyway. I don't know if he'll try to go down the alleyway. Traffic in BeamNG is especially brain dead today. Can we finally get back here? Yeah, so we take a left here. This should be the alley. You know what? This is close enough. I can run there by the time you figure out how to get there, so... Let's run up to the garage. Goodness gracious. Cost me 150 bucks, I think. Plus whatever they charge because the taxis kept not spawning or being stupid. We still got $3,400 left. I've reached my destination. Indeed. Alright, let's pull up the computer. And I want to go to... Do I have any parts? Yeah, I can sell that, and then I'm going to keep the rear seats. Oh, that's from the Bastion that I had. Ew. Right. Yes. And yes. keep that, and then we're going to go to here. I want to... No, don't want to go... Oh, I have to pull it out, don't I? I have to pull it out, and then I can work on it. It's been a while since I had a garage part customization. There we go. Okay. All parts, body, engine. So we have a junk 3.3 liter. Right. How about the transmission? Junk 4-speed automatic. Junk, noisy, 4-speed automatic transmission. Oh, the manual transmission is way cheaper. We don't need much to kind of get us by, I think. I'm not sure I want to deal with a manual transmission in this front-wheel drive van. I splurge. I mean, it may sell better with the automatic. I'm not sure. It's just so much cheaper for the 4-speed manual. Yeah, let's go for the automatic. If we put that in, that's half our money basically. Exhaust manifold. I'm not sure what else. Oh, it's a dripping oil pan. Nice. Stock oil pan. Let's get one of those in there. What else could be causing this problem? I know the engine is not great. But we don't have enough money for an engine. So we'll have to work up to that. Junk ECU. Stock ECU is $1,000. Yeah, we'll take our chances and we'll try to see what we can get here. All right, we got that. Let's get a stock V6 radiator. I don't know if that means I have to refill the coolant or not. I don't know how that works. Well, let's see if we can get by with this and actually drive. Oh, what about tires? Front tires. It's just got standard. It doesn't say junk tires. Yeah, those are all standard. Okay, I think let's do it. Confirm. Extend there. Okay, so we should, in theory, have a transmission that drives better. Maybe. The engine is still utter garbage. Still smokes really bad. I guess that's the engine. Should, in theory, shift now. Just take it for a little spin around the block. Okay, we got some cargo boxes. I should have put the other cargo boxes in there. I think I could afford that now. Smoking like a freight train. Yeah, we'll see. I think we can work with this. Oh, the brakes are so bad. The next episode, we'll start doing some jobs with this. We'll see how that goes. We'll just upgrade it. But I like the van. We can do parcels, we can do taxi, we can do Uber Eats. There's a lot of things we can do. And I can also still continue. Oh, what's that? What's up at the front? I replaced the front suspension. What is going on? I replaced that. I don't understand. Well, I guess we're not going to be doing jobs with it. There's something going on here with the mod that I don't understand. 'Cause I replaced the front suspension, yet it's falling apart. Is it Shift C? Free camera. Can't see much under here. I don't understand. Didn't I replace the suspension? Pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I paid good money for a new front suspension. Brother. Alright, all parts. Body. Front suspension. Yeah, independent front suspension. Oh, that doesn't change the sub parts. Gotcha. Now I understand. Blown front struts. Front struts. Yeah, let's get some of those. Standard junk steering rack. Steering. Let's get some of that. Under tray, front wheel, standard, front spindles, worn out front disc brakes. Front disc brakes. Yeah, let's do that. Stripped interior. Yeah, that's fine. Steering. Is that why it kept falling apart? I hate to drive this thing too far and then it just falls apart on me. Oops. Didn't mean to do that neutral drop. I need to remove that, whatever that cover is down there. It's flapping in the breeze. Or else get a bumper. So maybe it was just the steering that was falling apart? Not sure. I guess we'll have to see what happens. This is why I didn't want to buy one of these, but it is a cheap option for getting started. There is that. Alright, let's hop in here. Let's do the, get stuck on the yellow pole thing. That's always fun. Part customization. Body. Yeah, that stuff's all blown. Independent rear suspension. Got $738 left. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Just cancel that. There we go. Alright, what is this thing? How do I get that off? It's gonna be part of the front. This is a windshield. Fix the windshield. Roof, tailgate. It's gonna be part of the frame, right? Or there's no frame. It's gonna be the unibody. Front suspension. There we go. Under tray. Okay, it's no longer flapping in the breeze. I think. Get out of here. There we go. We'll check it out next episode. We'll try to do some jobs without falling apart. We'll see how it goes. Thanks as always for watching. Let me spit that out. And I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.